What's up, 2K community? Real quick, how do you guys feel about top rep? You know, when you see top rep in the park and everything like that. If you like me personally, you probably don't give too much, care too much about it. But at the same time, top rep, whenever you hit that or see your name as the top player in the park, it should always be respected. But how do you get to the top rep? You got to put in the work. All right, you got to get in the gym, grind, get your character up, and then once you finish out the grinding portion of it, you have to put in the work in the city or in the rec to earn that top rank spot. As the top rep, what did you do to get there? All right, did you play a bunch of bombs to get there? Like, did you run away from comp and purposely avoid the competition to get there? Or was you just that dude, it didn't matter who came, you won some, lost some, but you became top rep because you was good at the game? So right here, you see this Twitch streamer. I don't know the guy, nothing like that, but he's a Twitch streamer. He was top rep in the park at the time. He pulled up, me and my boy RDH Hawks win streak. So it is what it is. Like, I always strive to play top rep, top competition, and all that stuff. Why? Because that's just what I'm into. I can never fault anybody in the 2K community if you just want to play to have fun. And that is the premise of today's video. What can 2K22 do so people can start having fun at the game again? So I'm going to just let these couple of games play in the background as I talk about what I came to talk to you about today. So, when it comes to playing 2K, right? When did it first start becoming fun? I would say that probably was Nex Gen, NBA 2K14, when the whole park thing really came about. I know they had some different modes before that, like the crew on PlayStation 3 and all that, but for a lot of us, Nex Gen, NBA 2K14 was the first time you got a chance to play, 3v3, 5v5, whatever. And the game was broken back then, but it was a lot of fun because it was something new. So when they improved upon it in NBA 2K15, a lot of people feel like that was probably like the best game, either 15 or 16. 16 is when they had multiple parks. So that's kind of what happened as far as playing NBA 2K. It was fun in 2K14 because it was new. They improved upon it in 2K15, which is why a lot of people like 2K15's gameplay. NBA 2K16, that's when they brought out different parks that you can travel to, and so on and so forth. Now, they have been trying to expand upon this, and honestly, in NBA 2K18, which, some of your favorite content creators might say that was the worst 2K, I think it was considered the worst 2K for them just because it got dull after a while. Because remember when it first came out, all the hype all the content creators was giving it to be able to walk around a neighborhood like GTA? That was innovative on 2K's behalf, and now we have a whole city. But at the time, that was something new. The blow-bys, the snatchbacks is what it is, which I personally had a great time. As you see, this Twitch streamer didn't want no more smoke. But, that is what it is. Some people liked it, some people didn't. And 2K has been trying to find a balance ever since. But why did it get to a point where, we have people running from comp, we have people who want to grind, possibly hit legend, never do it. Why are people not playing with people as much as they did when the game first came out? Because that's truly why everybody believed the game is fun. People played with people they didn't know for a common goal. They was trying to get out there and win games. Why they become so competitive and now people are very particular about who they play with? It's because of the win percentages, man. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm a comp player through and through. I only really care about 5v5 comp pro-am. Why? Because to me, that is the toughest mode to play. To get 4 other people to try to think the same way you do and defend the same way you do, That's very hard to do. You know, you can even see it in 2v2. It's hard to win in 2v2. Why? Because the game is so short, and if you don't get a chance to touch the ball offensively, you can't win. It's hard to win at that mode. But when it comes to the park in the city, like when it comes to the city and the rec particularly, they need to take records out the equation and just have rep. Alright, if they just had rep and you could play with people without the consequence of losing and people looking at your record before they play you and things like that, more people just play with each other. You know, it'd be nothing for me to hop on the game and play with a bunch of randoms all day and not feel no type of way at the end of it and not ruin my experience. Like, even if somebody tried to come troll me for a couple of games, if it didn't count against my record, I'd probably get a laugh out of it. It's just not funny when it's at the expense of me possibly losing, especially for me who likes to play 5v5 Pro-Am. Nobody would want to team up with me if they looked at my player card and saw I had a 20-30 win percentage. You know, but what if that's not a function of me? What if it's just me playing with randoms? You know, it's a lot of people out here that just want to play the game for fun. Why should it cost them, you know, a win percentage just for them to want to have fun at the game? If y'all want to have record, I ain't gonna lie, Agent has been saying it for years, ranked and unranked modes. The city and rec should be unranked. You should be able to play with people without the cost of it affecting your record. And just have rep. You know how many rookies would just get on, hop on and play if they didn't have to worry about losing the whole time? You know, because let's be honest, rep is truly just a function of how often you're playing the game. I have seen high records before, like people close to being legend, and they don't even have above 50% win percentage. They just play the game a lot. That's what I mean. They play with randoms and stuff like that, and they don't care about the record. But honestly, most of us don't. If you want your record to show somewhere, let record be in the comp stage, because that's what it's supposed to be for. You know, let your record show there. Let it show up in the 3v3 Pro-Am. Also add 2v2 and 1v1 to the Pro-Am. And let it show up in Team Pro-Am. And for the love of God, in Team Pro-Am, can we please get back to having correct stats in records? Please, 2K. It's great that y'all allow us to have, you know, our own seasons and things like that. But I don't even understand how at this point y'all haven't advanced that to where you can actually put it into like an actual season. You know, you can have 30 teams per season and allow more flexibility for the people that's throwing these different leagues together. You know, you can have it to where it's an NCAA style where you have as many teams as you want, or you can have the typical regular NBA thing where you have 30 teams on each side. Doesn't really matter whether it's East and West, but you can have 30 teams. People can actually create their own style of leagues out of that to where, you know, 2K can track like league MVP. You know, you can have it to where people can vote for it and different things like that. And then leave the city and the rec for the people to just have fun. Come out and try new builds. You know how many people will try new builds and how much money you can make off of people just making new builds if every time they try one it didn't cost them nothing? Just saying, think about it. Anyway, this is me and my boy RDH Hawk playing against Top Rec in the park. As you can see, we dominated. And let me know what you guys think about what I said this video. Should it be ranked and unranked like Agent said? That's what I want to know. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying my content. Don't forget to subscribe. It's been Lethal. I'm out.